Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Denise. This is Dear Designs. This is podcast number 6 or 7, can't remember. But welcome to another podcast. Here is going to be a very random, not in any order podcast. I really enjoyed last week where it was more informal and more just me showing you bits and pieces as I went along. So that is how it's going to be today. I'm not currently on my 5-day rolling projects or anything or rotation because I blame one man and his name is Stephen West. And plus other bits and pieces, I just haven't been in the rotation. So yeah, I have a couple of finished objects, couple which are not knitting. If you see the last vlog, which I'm currently editing at the moment, you would see what that is. But we have a Ravelry group for this channel, I want to call it, which is Dear Designs, and you can go into that group and add your finished stash makes, and there's an Ask Me Anything thread. There is another thread as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. I haven't been in there for about a week. I really should write these things down. I haven't got no podcast notes or anything. I'm in a different position today. I think I will get away with not having the skulls at the top in podcasts. They probably will still show in vlogs, just because I don't want to hide it away, because obviously it's an ornament and it's Ian's ornament and it will just be in the background. So I am really sorry if that does happen, and if it's in the background for too long I'll try and put something over it. But we have quite a lot of skulls around, but one is a clown, and that's what I'm talking about. One is a clown, and yeah. So anyway, I have a website which is dear-designs.co.uk, where I sell hand-dyed yarn, stitch markers and badges. If you are interested, I will have some yarn going in the shop at the end of this week. More about that later. I'm on Instagram as _deardesigns_. Everything is linked down below. So my first finished object is, ta-da, a pair of socks. So these are the Halloween socks. I have made Casey a pair of these socks. Not exactly the same, because I have made my leg a little bit longer. She prefers the 10-row leg. I prefer a 20-row leg, for shorties anyway. And I've got a longer foot than she has by 5 rows. I do 5-row different. So yeah, these are Halloween socks, or you could call them autumn socks, I suppose, because they are quite autumnal. So these will get worn because I made them for myself specifically, where at the moment I'm making socks and I'm not sure whether I'm going to gift them or not. So I'm trying to do them my size, because my mum has got feet my size, and most of the people I know have got sort of size between 5 and 7, other than the men. So yeah, the yarn that I used was by Felt Fusion in the Rock Copper colourway, and the the toes and cuffs was mini skeins from Folkestone Harbour yarn that I got in a set last year. Yes, it was last year. And it was just a mini skein set that I purchased off of Etsy. Really like these. They're just a normal vanilla sock, and I will get a lot of use out of them, I think, like all of my socks. So that is finished object number 1. Finished object number 2 is, oh, pardon me, excuse me, I'm going to put that on there. Finished object number 2 is not something that I have finished recently, but it is something that I have dyed recently. And if you watched the last vlog, again, I'm sorry, you would have seen that I dyed my love note. So I knit this in the King Cole Majestic double knit yarn. It was in cream, and I just don't think I would have got as much wear out of it than it being in a colour. I like to wear colour, especially pink, and I don't really wear beige or white or anything like that a lot. So this is perfect for me now. It is a wool and acrylic blend, so there is patches. It is quite patchy, as you can see, but I think that adds to like the effect that it's been dyed. I absolutely love it. There is pictures on my Instagram. It looks a bit tie-dye-y, but I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it now. I'm going to put a little button or something so I can always wear it the same way around, as I didn't do... Was there a high-low neck? I can't remember. I don't think there was, because I didn't do the high-low hem either. I just did the plain. I absolutely love it now, and I will get so much more wear out of this now that it's a colour and not just a plain. So yeah, really pleased with that. The next few finished objects are bags that I have made. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I am just editing a vlog that I have done. So I sewed some bags. Did I say knit? Can't remember. I sewed some bags. One of them is this lovely bag here with a flamingo with a matching, very bent now, DPN case, so they will go together, with a little holder here, a holder here, and I'd used ribbon for the drawstring. I then made a smaller one for my socks. This has got interfacing in it as well, which I'm not a lover of the actual interfacing. This one I didn't do interfacing, but I have got a... They've been shoved in the drawer. I have a matching DPN holder for that one as well. But this is for my socks because I just love these little bags. They're perfect for putting in my handbag. And then the next bag is a bigger bag for hopefully one day my Cozy Memories blanket, or my jumper, or something that I need a bigger bag for. But I'm really pleased with this. This has got interfacing in it as well. So I don't want to go into too much detail about those because I did talk about them quite a bit on the last vlog. So if you're interested in any more details on them, then go check out the vlog that is probably before this because I'm editing it now. Let's go into my whips. So my first whip is living in another bag that I made, and that is my Cozy Memories blanket. And as you can see, I don't need a big bag for it just yet. And I put one square in, I think. No, I lied. I've put 2 squares in this week. I have put this green one, which was yarn that I put in my Matoana, can't really say the word, but wrap that I knitted. And then this one here is the yarn that I used for the Totterdown shawl. Now, I've run out of this, so I just added a little bit of the grey that I used as well, as I wouldn't have put this grey in a full square because it's just a plain colour. And yeah, so I thought it was a good idea putting a little bit on the end, as I'll run out of this anyway. So I used a whole, near enough a whole 100-gram skein for the Totterdown shawl, and then this little bit here. So I'm trying to square it off. It's not really working. This is what it looks like. I have this really long bit of strip here, but I do want to square it off a little bit just because I don't want to get to the stage where I'm still adding to the sides and they've got loads of middle to do. So yeah, that's my Cozy Memories blanket, and I will take those stitch markers off the next time I get it out. So what I do is every time I put a new square in, I will put a stitch marker so then I can show you what new ones I've put in. I have got this to go in it next, as I will put this in my cozy memories, and then I will probably ball up a 10-gram mini, and then whatever's left over I might put in that ball up there. So that can go in that bag now. So anything that I have knitted, it goes straight, the leftover goes straight into this bag, so I can then put the mini into, or the yarn into it, and then that's that. So now I know I've got one skein to go in it. Okay, the next whip is the Becky Norman socks, and I have one sock, and last week I showed you and I had one repeat in the sock, and this week I'm going to show you and I have 2 repeats of the sock, of the pattern in the leg. So I need to do one more repeat, then I can do the heel, and then it is just literally the pattern on the front, because at the moment there is a pattern down the side as well, and obviously the back, but when it's just the front it does work up a lot quicker. So I will do that, and I do want to get these finished in November. So November is going to be my month for finishing things. So I want to finish these socks, because I just want to get them off the needles and wear them, basically, because they do look really cozy and really nice. I just want to wear them. So that is one excuse. The yarn that I'm using is Sockier, that I got from a lovely viewer last year. I did mention her in my vlog, that I am actually vlogging today as well. So that's living in my bag from Pickle Lily, and it just folds up so you can tie the top like that, so you can roll it down. So that is that whip. My next and only whip that I've worked on this week, so I do have my summer tee still. I haven't worked any stitches on that at all, and the only other thing that I've got is my Stephen West shawl. So if you don't want to see the Stephen West shawl, then I suggest you look away now, because I'm going to show it quickly. Are you ready? Have you looked away if you don't want to see it? The Mal is now finished, just to let you know. The Mal is now finished. Stephen West has said that you can add your pictures onto Instagram without any spoiler alerts or anything, but I know some people might still be behind and things, so I don't want to spoil it for others, if that makes sense. And I'll probably only do this for another couple of weeks, because hopefully I'll be finished. But I have got up to, oh, this is me showing it now. I have got up to the short rows. So I am mixing my colour D and E, which is the blue and the green, which I think is coming out really lovely mould effect. Is it mould or like faded? It's like you can't see the 2 different colours as such, but it is really, really lovely. So the colours that I'm using for this are this one here and this one here. I will show you the balls in a second, but this is how it's looking so far. That's my phone. This is how it's looking so far. Obviously I need to do the short rows on this side as well. Haven't finished the short rows, but I'm loving the way that it's coming out. It's so bright and fun. All the yarns are hand dyed by myself, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting it finished. I just want it finished now. So these are the 2 that I am putting together to make this. I think it's beautiful. I'm not really a blue, even though I'm wearing a blue t-shirt today. I'm not really a blue or a green wearer, but that is, it reminds me of the sea. I don't know, it is lovely. So that is that. You can look back now if you was looking away. The next whip is another sock I've got on the go, and this is just a round and round sock, because I'm putting in an Afterthought heel. Oh, I've just dropped my stitches. I did this the other day. Okay, so this is the sock. This will probably be a Christmas present, and that is why I've thought I'd do Afterthought heels, because then I could just knit like, I don't know, 120, 140 rounds, and then just put the heel in where I feel like I want to put the heel. So yeah, this is yarn by Nako Boho. This is yarn that I got from Malta in a big pack, and this is the other little sock bag that I used, or I use, which I love. And yeah, that is that, the Postman. So that is the next sock whip. So even though I only have 2 socks on the go at the moment, I really want to get 1 pair off because I want to get another pair on. I do have spare needles, but I feel like I'm not getting much progress on these. I do have a pair in the car as well, but they're just emergency knitting, and they only get worked on when I haven't got anything else with me. That is all of my whips. The only other thing that I've got is like a ball of yarn that I can't find the mini that I had to go with it, because I don't know where it went. It was just a grey, not grey, a purple mini that I think again was from Folkestone Harbour Yarn. And this is what I want to knit up. Really pretty. It reminded me and Casey of Halloween again, but I think it's quite, I don't know, it's sparkly as well, so you could call it a Christmas yarn. I do have some Christmas yarn that I want to make socks out of this year, so that is something else that I want to do. And that's why I want to get some of these socks off the needles, because if I am knitting my Advent minis into something, then obviously I'll need something else to knit on between. So yeah, that's that. The only thing that I've got to speak about now is the yarn that I dyed up on Saturday. So in the shop, I'm just going to briefly talk about this. In the shop there will be some yarn going in. I did want to do yarn that was like Christmas lights. It is, I am calling it a Christmas yarn. It's not 100%, oh look, that's Christmas. But I have got 5 skeins, or I've got 6 skeins of this yarn that will be going into the shop. So this is double knit. I have 5 of these going into the shop, and then I have 1 4-ply going into the shop. It's coming up a lot bluer on the screen. It is more green, like here, it's more green, and then like there's greens here. It reminds me of Christmas lights, so like with the twinkly white and coloured lights. So that is what it reminds me of. It's 75-25. The 4-ply is 400 metres. The DK is 225 metres per 100 gram. So yeah, I have those going into the shop. The shop is linked down below. There is still yarn in the shop, so I just fancied dyeing up some yarn, so that is what I dyed up. I didn't go too mad and dye lots of different colourways, just because obviously I was dyeing my jumper as well, and I wanted to sew the bags and things, so I didn't want too much on the go. I am vlogging today, so I don't really know if it's going to be a weekly, a couple of days, I'm not sure yet. But you'll see it when it goes out. But yeah, that is all I really have to say on today's podcast. I hope you like these more informal videos, and not more structured like this. Maybe when I'm on project again, it'll probably be more formal with me saying this is what I worked on day 1, day 2, day 3, blah, blah, blah. Well, I haven't done that today. I've just picked up things as I've picked them up. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please stick around and watch my vlogs if that's something that interests you. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, leave me a comment, any questions down below or on the Ravelry group. All links are down below, like I said. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you very soon. Bye!